Good evening and welcome to this round 17 NPL New South Wales women's match between Sydney University and Sydney Olympic at Sydney University Football Ground, Camperdown in Sydney's Inner West. I'm Melissa Muscat, bringing you live coverage in this second stanza of the season where spots for finals places ramp up. The home side, Sydney University, in the blue and yellow kit, led by head coach Osrally, will start its lineup as follows. Number 21, and in goals, Hannah Callahan. Number 2, Charlotte Owen. Number 3, Alice Thompson. Number 4, and captain, Amelia Feeney. Number 6, Charlotte Hogan. Number 7, Talia Capitanellis. Number 13, Megan Simpson. Number 16, Talia Sambrook. Number 18, Ruby Egan-Brown. Number 20, Jenny Hill. Number 33, Maria Savalius. The substitutions for Sydney University are number 1, Bailey Broomhead. Number 19, Poppy Tay. Number 22, Kiara Benora. Number 25, Catherine Tayo. Number 26, Jennifer Kokoris. And number 32, Xanthi Urich. Sydney Olympic, the visitors in the blue and white kit today, they are led by head coach George Beltzos. They'll begin its starting 11 as follows. Number 31 and in goals, Annalie Grove. Number 3, Ebony McHugh-Shaw. Number 4, Baxter Thieu. Number 8 and captain, Alyssa Wynnum. Number 10, Maya Fernandez. Number 11, Rochelle Borromeo. Number 14, Sarah Yatim. Number 17, Maxine Peake. Number 23, Chloe Gordon. Number 25, Priya Shuriaga. Number 26, Jaya Bowman. Substitutions for Sydney Olympic are number 5, Marley Stanton. Number 12, Olivia Liziak. Number 21, Brianna Clark. Number 24, Natalia Giannakos. And number 40, Olivia Price. Referee for tonight's game is Chloe Gray, and she is assisted by Gabriella Archidiacono and Stephanie Hilton.
Sydney Olympic today, starting lineup as follows. Number 3, Ebony McHugh-Shaw.
So Sydney University has been boosted with some A-Leagues additions. One who has made an immediate impact is Talia Capitanellis, who has returned from the Western Sydney Wanderers and scored an impressive brace last week against Northwest Sydney Spirit. Talia has always had a flair in front of goal, and she proved that last week to ensure her team gained a point in that 2-2 draw, even with their super goalie Sophia Fanti receiving a red card. She has been back in the blue and gold only 4 games and already has 5 goals to her tally in NPL New South Wales Women's. Sydney Olympic is on an impressive run of results with 5 straight wins, and convincing ones at that, racking up 19 goals and conceding only 3. Can they continue that victorious run here tonight, or will Sydney Uni put a stop to that? Teams just having their photo. Sense of occasion. Must win matches from here on in if teams want to make the finals. Lovely conditions. Sydney University Football Ground. Not too cold, no wind. No rain, no lightning, thankfully, like we experienced a few weeks back where the game was abandoned or washed out. It hadn't even started. And that is kickoff at Sydney University Football Ground between Sydney University and Sydney Olympic. Melissa Muscat bringing you live coverage on Football New South Wales YouTube live stream. So throw in to Sydney Uni. Ruby Egan Brown. Nobody there in the area in terms of strikers. Talia Capetanellis gets it back temporarily for Sydney Uni. Now back with Olympic. Alyssa Wynnum. Maya Fernandez. Thieu. Back with Wynnum. She switches to the left. It's a nicely placed ball. Stopped by the Sydney Uni defence. Jaya Bowman. Seriatim. And that's a great ball for Maxine Peake. Strong defending by Sydney Uni. Olympic with the throw-in. Another throw-in for Sydney Olympic. And that's going to be a foul. So Sydney Olympic get a free kick in a good area for them. So it is captain Alyssa Wynnum who steps up to take the set piece. Wynnum, it's a good cross in, headed away by Sydney Uni. Taken back by Olympic. Capetanellis for Sydney Uni. Straight into the Olympic defence though. Yatim. Wynnum. So Sydney Uni with the free kick now. Talia Sandbrook gets it to Capetanellis. Okay, there's an Olympic player down, but it's play on. Across the face of goal, but it goes out. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this match, Sydney Olympic has an incredible 5 straight big wins, consecutive. Coach George Beltsos has been recently appointed to the NPL New South Wales women's side. He was involved in the promotion of the Sydney Olympic women's team to NPL, so has a very competent understanding of the game and the club. And I believe he has been at the helm since the team's run of victories 5 weeks ago. Quite an impressive tally for a coach, especially a new one. I'm sure that he's not new at coaching, but to this team. Sydney Uni back with possession. Strong defending by Olympic. The ball through for Maxine Peake. She goes back for Bowman. Yeah, Tim. Off Capetanellis. So Olympic with the throw-in. Switches to the middle for Gordon. Wynnum. Oh, she's showing some brilliant skill there. But the Sydney Uni defence read it well. Bowman for Olympic with Capetanellis. And that ball went straight into the back of Talia Capetanellis, but she toughs it out. Bowman with the throw-in. These Sydney University numbers aren't kind to the eye, especially if you have astigmatism like myself. But they are better this year with the black outline. But yeah, we'll try our best here with the numbers for Sydney Uni. Lovely jerseys though, blue and yellow. Maybe some black numbers for next year. So, Sydney Olympic in defence. Olympic. Maxine Peake. Sydney Uni take it back. Solid defending there. Alyssa Wynnum. That was a good take by Sydney Uni. Stopping Wynnum in her tracks. It's a long ball. Talia Capetanellis. She selflessly passes and the ball stays in. So that will be a free kick to Sydney Olympic. Sydney University head coach Oz Rowley has been at the helm of the first grade NPL New South Wales women's side for a couple of seasons now, taking over from the new Matilda's assistant coach Emily Husband. Sydney Uni has made, they did make the Sapphire Cup final last year, narrowly missing out on the trophy to Northern Tigers. So they've had a taste of silverware. We're very close to it. Definitely nice to have grand final experience in whichever competition that may be. Just got an Olympic player down, needing some medical assistance. So looking at the team list, a huge notable absence is usual captain, I believe, Aideen Keane. I'm not quite sure where she is. I'm going to give her a huge shout out for helping me with pronunciations of her team for this match. It's always wonderful when you can have people helping out there. We want to get those right. And Aideen Keane, along with Alyssa Wynnum, they are both the team's leading goal scorers on 6 goals, which is probably why we've seen Alyssa Wynnum come out strong, knowing that one of the prolific goal scorers of the team is out. Hopefully it's not an injury. Aideen Keane comes from a decent amount of A-League's experience and success, most recently Canberra United, and before that premiership winning side Sydney FC. She has also played for the Wanderers and Perth Glory. like the Sydney Olympic player is okay. Back on her feet as Chloe Gray gets the game underway once again. Oh, that's a fantastic header. Sydney University go ahead from a set piece, 1-0. Getting confirmation of the goal scorer. And the goal scorer was number 20, Jenny Hill. Opens the scoring here at Sydney University Football Ground in the 11th minute.
Goal to University, number 20, Jenny Hill, University 1, Sydney Olympic 0.
Olympic now with possession. Wynnum. The Sydney Uni defence are definitely shutting down her pace. It's like they've done their homework on the team's leading goal scorer for 2025. Great ball in. Good shot, but saved well. Defending by Baxter Thew for Olympic. Ball straight into Capetinellis. And that's a free kick to Olympic, taken a bit too quickly. Referee Chloe Gray calling it back. Olympic down the left. Nice ball by Fernandez. Kicked out by Sydney Uni, so Olympic get the throw in. Olympic still with possession, looking for a quick answer. Sydney Uni defend that comfortably. So Sydney Olympic with a corner. Some corners in. Wynnum got a touch to it. Oh, that's a nice strike. What an absolute beautiful save by Hannah Callahan. Capetinellis. And the ball's come off an Olympic player, so that will be a corner to Sydney University. Crosses in. It's headed. Still in play. Kick straight into the back of an Olympic player. Could feel that from here. Bit of confusion about who the throw-in will be going to. It is Sydney Uni. And they'll get yet another throw-in. And so it'll now be a corner. Sydney University with more of the chances in the 16th minute. Although it's been relatively even. Sydney Uni with the corner. And the referee has called a foul. So 16 minutes in and Sydney University lead Sydney Olympic 1-0. Few switches to the left. Annalie Grove. Chloe Gordon. Thew. Wynnum. Bowman. Headed by Charlotte Owen for Sydney Uni. Some pressure from Jenny Hill, wanting a second goal, but defended by Olympic. Tim. Blocked by Capitanellis. Just a little too powerful for Ruby Egan-Brown. Huge boot by Sydney Uni. Chloe Gordon turns, looks for options down the left. Intercepted by Sydney Uni. It's a lovely ball. But excellent defending. Bowman. Capitanellis. Charlotte Hogan. Taken back by Olympic. Thew to Gordon. Back with Thew. Bowman. Hands over possession to Savalius. Some play at the back. Baxter Thew. Peak. Sydney Uni team pressing high. Lots of defending going on by Sydney Olympic. Capitanellis. Oh, that's some skill there by Talia Capitanellis. Keeps it in play. She takes a shot. She narrowly misses. Talia Capitanellis, welcome back to NPL, New South Wales Women's. We love having you here. So Sydney Uni has had a mixed bag of results of late, with a win, draw and 3 losses in the past 5 matches, but most of those losses have been narrow, only by a goal. Quite possibly the biggest hurdle the team will face here tonight is being without standout keeper, possibly of the competition, youngster Sophia Fanti. She has appeared in NPL New South Wales Women's Team of the Week on a number of occasions, pulling off some stunning saves, but was unfortunately red carded last week against Northwest Sydney Spirit for a foul outside the 18-yard box. Nothing sinister, just against the rules. And that does give the opportunity to keeper Hannah Callahan. Quite often when these opportunities present themselves, it proves successful. So let's hope that is the case for Hannah here tonight. She's already pulled off one stunning save. That should give her some confidence for the rest of the match. Baxter Thew will take the free kick. Oh, lovely back heel by Yatim to Bowman. Callahan, quite a powerful kick. Fernandez. Back with Thew. Alyssa Wynnum. Great turn. She's got some skill, Alyssa Wynnum. Switches left whilst she gets back in position. Hannah Callahan telling her team to push up. Annalie Grove. Baxter Thew. Gordon. Sydney Olympic trying to get it in the middle for Alyssa Wynnum. Good clearance by Sydney Uni. Sydney Olympic have so far had their work cut out at the back. Jenny Hill gets it back for Sydney Uni. Alyssa Wynnum is held back, so Olympic get the free kick. Thew goes to Gordon. Thew, Wynnum. Excellent skill yet again from Wynnum. Just a little too heavy. Hannah Callahan. Nice header there. Olympic. I think it's going to go out though. No, it stays in play. Back to Thew. Once again, strong in defence. Gets it back to Chloe Gordon. Got a player down for, I think it's Sydney Uni. Sydney University in the Sapphire Cup final last year, narrowly losing to Northern Tigers. I think it was a, not sure if it was a 2-1 loss or 1-0, very narrow. Annalie Grove to Thew. Gordon. Yeah, Tim to Wynnum. Now with Sydney Uni defence, huge clearance. Capitanellis. Wynnum was there for Olympic. Sydney Olympic throw-in. Spoke with Jonathan O'Hara a few weeks back. He is the head of commercial and operations at Sydney Uni. He tells me that this field is hybrid. It may look a little patchy, but he said that it's quite great to play on, so he would know. He said he loves working at such a professional club where they have high standards and contracts are offered for both university and the sports club. Bit of a tangle there, and the free kick will go to Sydney University. Sydney Olympic. No, Sydney University. Oh, it's a powerful cross in, headed away by the Olympic defence. Shriaga. Capitanellis. Wynnum. Peak. Gets it to Shriaga. And Sydney Uni get it back. Capitanellis. She beats Bowman. She's trying to get past the U. She does. But that was a good save by Annalie Grove. Free kick to Olympic. So Thew to take it. Uni get there first. Chloe Gordon goes back to keeper Grove. Back to Chloe Gordon. Backs to Thew. Alyssa Wynnum. Lovely play there by Etienne. Back to Wynnum. Excellent defending again by Sydney Uni. And that's Amelia Feeney, the captain. She has been resolute in defence for Sydney University. That's a foul. So it's going to be a yellow card to, I think it's Maria Savalius. Again, apologies if that's not the case. Very difficult to see those white numbers. I think it is Maria Savalius. Alyssa Wynnum, Sydney Olympics leading goal scorer this season, gets ready to take the free kick. Will she go for goal herself? She does. And it's a decent strike, but taken cleanly by Hannah Callahan. Ebony McCushaw. That's a great pass. So the throw-in will go to Sydney University. 33 minutes in this match. It's been an entertaining, quick game. Sydney University lead Sydney Olympic 1-0. Olympic with another throw-in. Olympic in a good position here. Wynnum. I think Hannah Callahan has touched it, so that's going to be a corner. For Olympic, a chance to equalise before half-time. Wynnum saved again by Hannah Callahan. Backs to Thew, playing ball kid for a quick corner. Hoping to go into the break with an equaliser. Headed, backs to Thew, hits the crossbar. There's another strike, but it's gone to the right. Maria Savalius, Xanthe Urich, Sophia Fanti for Sydney University are all Football Institute players. So incoming youth players, and I mentioned before Sophia Fanti, the regular starting goalkeeper, has had an absolute breakout season, pulling off some absolutely amazing saves this season, starring in Team of the Week on a number of occasions. Unfortunately, she got a red card last week for a foul outside the 18-yard box. And so Hannah Callahan steps in, takes the opportunity and grabs it with both hands, pardon the pun, but she's done very well here tonight so far in this first half. Hill can't get it past Chloe Gordon. Savalius. Olympic take it back. Bowman. Back to Thew. Switch to Gordon. Back to keeper Annalie Grove. Back to Thew. Wynnum. Wynnum is held back. Free kick to Olympic. Back to Thew with the free kick for Olympic. Your Tim is there also. Sydney University. Sarah Tim not happy with that decision. Talia Sambrook, headed by Bowman. And with your Tim for Olympic. Talia Capitanellis. Saved by Annalie Grove. Baxter Thew. Sarah Tim. Maxine Peake. Too many Sydney Uni defenders. Get it back to Capitanellis. It's a silky ball through for Ruby Egan Brown. Wynnum. Priya Shuriaga. Back to Wynnum. Defended well by Sydney Uni. They read that. Capitanellis. Huge clearance by Baxter Thew. Ball ends up in the stands. So Sydney University with the throw-in. The throw-in from Charlotte Owen for Sydney Uni. Savalius. But Maxine Peake is there for Olympic. Savalius. And the foul will go the way of Sydney Olympic. Baxter Thew again with one of her trademark powerful strikes. Alyssa Wynnum. Sydney Uni get it back. Now with Olympic once again. Alyssa Wynnum finds Sarah Yatim. For you to Gordon. I've seen Chloe Gordon's sister, Bethany Gordon, back in the NPL New South Wales Women's also for Northwest Sydney Spirit. Feeney. Maya Fernandez for Olympic. Ruby Egan-Brown goes back to Charlotte Owen, who gets the pass in for Capetanellis, but that's called offside. So overall, Sydney University is a very young squad, so the addition of A-League's players will no doubt be very welcome and very handy with that experience. At the University of Sport Nationals earlier this year, Sydney Uni beat the University of Wollongong and Wellington to win the Oceania Pacific, and is now in the World University Games in China in October. So huge congrats to Sydney Uni on that feat. Bowman for Olympic. Back with Capetanellis. And now Charlotte Hogan for Sydney Uni. But Emily Grove times it and picks it up. Back to Thew, to Iatim. Straight into Capetanellis. Charlotte Owen. Lovely ball. Ruby Egan-Brown. Excellent defending once again by Baxter Thew. Tim hands over possession to Jenny Hill. Ruby Egan-Brown. Kicked out by Shriyaga. Sydney Uni with the throw-in. Sydney Olympic looking for an equaliser before half-time. Owen with the throw-in. Capetanellis. Good clearance by Thew. Amelia Feeney. Talia Sandbrook. Capetanellis. Capetanellis has shown some lovely touches here this evening. Thew. Pressure by Jenny Hill. She goes back to keeper Annalie Grove. Chloe Gordon. Capetanellis touches it. Sydney Uni take it back. Shriyaga defends well for Olympic. Sandbrook goes back to Feeney. To keeper Hannah Callahan. Jenny Hill. She had her, it looks like her jersey pulled. So Amelia Feeney will step up and take the free kick for Sydney University. Can they get a second before half time? Now into stoppage time of this first half. And the referee has called a corner for Sydney Uni. Perhaps one last go. Sydney Uni to go ahead 2-0 before the break. Don't think there'd be too much stoppage time. The corner is in for Sydney Uni. Capetanellis takes a deflection. And it's going to be another corner. It's a powerful corner. Oh, and the header's just gone wide. Thieu switches to Gordon. Sydney Uni get it back. Some great footwork there. Oh, the shot! Wow! Also, what a great save that was, but the referee has called halftime here at Sydney University football ground. Yeah, we've seen plenty of action so far. Both teams having opportunities and both goalkeepers stepping up to the plate. So Sydney University 1, Sydney Olympic 0. And that goal was in the 11th minute from Sydney University's Jenny Hill.
That's half time. Sydney University 1, Sydney Olympic 0. Don't forget the canteen.
So 5 apiece shots, Sydney University and Sydney Olympic. Also 3 shots on target for each. It's a very even game. Very physical game. Sydney University 5 fouls, Sydney Olympic 9. Enjoy the break and we will see you in approximately 15 minutes. they got that here today to break Sydney Olympics' 5-match winning streak. That would be an absolute massive confidence boost for them. And the score is 1-0 to Sydney Uni at the moment, thanks to a goal from number 20, Jenny Hill. Throw into Olympic. So Alyssa Wynnum, she had a strong first half for Sydney Olympic. Some beautiful skill on display. Comes over from Wellington Phoenix and is featured in the squad for the New Zealand national team, the Football Ferns, and we can see why. Team's leading goal scorer as well with Aideen Keane. They are on 6 goals. It's a good turn by Maxine Peake. Capetinellis couldn't get past Peake. So Sydney Olympic has made a substitution at half-time. Coming on is number 12, Olivia Liziak. Alyssa Wynnum. Stopped in her tracks by Sydney Uni. They're definitely keeping a tight leash on her. She makes those beautiful runs, and when they intervene, most notably Amelia Feeney in defence for Sydney Uni. Lovely ball to the left for Sydney Uni. Into the defence of Olympic. Savalius. Some excellent pace there by number 11, Rochelle Borromeo, Sydney Olympic. Alyssa Wynnum to Shuriaga. Liziak goes back. Sydney Olympic take a shot, but picked up by Callahan. Hannah Callahan, goal kick. Yeah, Tim. She goes back for McHugh Shaw. And the throw-in is to Sydney Olympic, so they have come out with some determination. Had most of the possession a couple of minutes in. So that will be a corner to Sydney Olympic. Olympic with the corner. It's a short one. Oh, lovely play there. Wynnum, she's got one of her trademark runs. She's still going, Alyssa Wynnum. Oh, she did get the ball to Ebony McHugh Shaw, and it's just gone to the right. Free kick to Sydney University. It's a great ball. Sydney Uni with possession. Excellent work there. And that's the Sydney Uni player fouled. And I've been given the assurance that Aideen Keane, usual Olympic captain, is not injured. So that's great. Just not on the field here this evening. That's a lovely kick in for Sydney Uni. Sydney Uni have to defend. Olympic force a corner. So Capetanellis will take the corner for Sydney University. The header. Olympic clear it. Michelle Borromeo, Alyssa Wynnum, goal kick. So Ruby Egan-Brown, she's had some standout moments this season as well. The number 18 for Sydney Uni. The striker. Not just scoring the goals, the creative play also. Olympic with the throw-in. Sydney Uni headed away. Olivia Lysiak. Back to Chloe Gordon. Jaya Bowman. Olympic still with possession. Alyssa Wynnum. Great 1-2. Amelia Feeney is there to defend for Sydney Uni. Borromeo. Borromeo still has it for Olympic. Kicked back for Jaya Bowman. Sydney Uni with an opportunity. There's two players to beat. Straight into the Olympic defence. Another strike, but there's too much on that one. Grove. She's had some experience in the A-Leagues in goals for Adelaide United. Goes back to Alyssa Wynnum. She takes a shot. Saved again by Hannah Callahan. Bowman is there to get it back to keeper Grove. Hands it over. And that's been called offside. At half time, we saw possession and play overall quite equal. 5 shots on goal from both teams and 3 on target from both teams. You would get the feeling that perhaps Olympic have come out a little stronger, even though Sydney Uni were on this field 3 minutes before the whistle. A win for them today would be huge, beating a team on a 5-match winning streak. That's what Olympic is on currently. Alyssa Wynnum. Priya Shuriaga. A massive clearance by the Sydney Uni defence. Amelia Feeney, Sydney Uni. She's fouled. So Sydney University with the free kick. Feeney. Headed away by Olympic. Finds the feet once again of Alyssa Wynnum. Michelle Borromeo. Sydney Olympic throw-in. Liziak takes it quickly, and now that'll be a turnover for the throw-in. Sydney University. Brooke has fouled Maxine Peake. Sydney Olympic with a free kick. It's going to be taken by Chloe Gordon. Gordon. Massive clearance by Sydney Uni. Fernandez for Olympic. Olympic still with it. Feeney gets rid of it. Sydney Uni. Chloe Gordon is there for Olympic. Shriaga. Borromeo. Shuriaga. Kicked out by Megan Simpson for Sydney Uni. Sydney Olympic will be making a substitution. Coming onto the field is number 40, Olivia Price. I think she's replacing number 25, Priya Shuriaga. Headed by Bowman. Gordon. Olivia Liziak. Capetinellis. Borromeo.
First, number 26, Priya Suryaga. And replacing her is number 40, Liv Price.
Borromeo. Liziak. Fernandez goes back to Bowman. Maxine Peake. Bowman. McHugh Shaw. Olympic get the free kick. Sure they would want to equalise soon, at the very least, to get something from this match. Sydney University currently in the lead by a goal. Ruby Egan-Brown. That's excellent defending by Maya Fernandez. So Sydney Uni will get the throw in here. Maria Savalius for Sydney University is year 12, aiming to go to Sydney Uni. She's part of the elite athlete program, and that's a scholarship offered to play at the club. Matilda stars Michelle Heyman, Claire Hunt and Claire Wheeler all came through football on a Sydney University scholarship. And some pretty big names. And the club values education as much as sport. Throw in, Sydney Uni. Headed by Gordon. Wynnum. Yatim. McHugh Shaw gets it to the right for Olivia Price. Fernandez is there. Wynnum. Lovely play. Bowman to Borromeo. Wynnum. Defended well by Sydney Uni. Looking to get out of their half. Before Olympic take it back. Liziak. It'll be a Sydney Uni throw in. Ruby Egan-Brown. Egan Simpson. Back to Sandbrook. Excellent ball for Ruby Egan-Brown. Cleared. Now with Savalius. Maria Savalius. She goes to the left. Excellent run. Bowman clears it from the penalty box. And it's called offside. Another notable absentee for Sydney Olympic is Peter Trimmis. She's a remarkably talented footballer. She's joined Olympic from A-League's championship winning team, Central Coast Mariners. I think she may still be at school as well, completing her HSC. So if that is the case, we wish her all the best in her final year. Excellent run there. Maxine Peake. But Sydney Uni didn't let her get power on that one. Last season, Peter Trimmis played in the NPL New South Wales for Bulls FC Academy, which is quite a standout there. She was also in the Young Matilda squad. Capetinellis takes it off at Liziak. Oh, what a shot that was. But it's just gone right from Sydney Uni. Alyssa Wynnum. Excellent ball through. Hannah Callahan comes out at the right time. Great play by Sydney Uni. In a good position. Excellent play. Still going. Oh, goodness. I'm sure she'll be kicking herself there, but it happens. Sydney Olympic. Moving to the middle. Great defending by Sydney Uni. Jenny Hill, first half goal scorer. Olympic defender. Turnover possession, so Sydney Uni get it back. And it's going to be a corner for Sydney University. Is this an opportunity for Sydney University to extend their lead? Corner. Still alive for Sydney Uni. Amelia Feeney. Sydney Olympic pushed off the ball. That was Olivia Price. Chloe Gordon. So Sydney University will make a substitution. Double substitution. So coming onto the field is number 26, Jennifer Kokoris, and number 19, Poppy Tay. Mentioning Peter Trimmis before, a notable absentee. She's possibly in the Young Matildas camp.
Substitution for Sydney University. Coming onto the field, number 6, Jennifer Kokoris. Number 19, Poppy Tay.
Olivia Price takes it quickly.
Maria Savalas. And number 18, Ruby Egan Brown.
Simpson, Sydney Uni. It's a good ball for Capetinellis, and she's still chasing it. 1-on-1 with Liziak. Bit of a tussle there. And the foul goes the way of Olympic. Gordon, back to Annalie Grove. Bowman. Sydney University now. Gordon is there chasing. Taken back by Sydney Uni. Oh, Talia Capetinellis, and a one-handed save by Annalie Grove. That was fantastic. University with the corner. Sydney Uni. Capetanellis into the Olympic defence. Throw into Olympic. Simpson. Gordon. Wynnum gets a touch to it. Sandbrook was there for Sydney Uni. Too much power on that one. So into the hands of Annalie Grove. Sydney Olympic with a substitution. Coming onto the field is number 6, and I don't have a number 6 on my lineup. Apologies, I'm not going to have a name for that one. That must have been a late inclusion. Headed away by Lysiak. Charlotte Hogan for Sydney Uni. Almost certain Chloe Gordon played in the same NPL New South Wales women's team as her sister Bethany last year at Macarthur Rams when they won the three-peat championship. Different NPL New South Wales women's sides this year with Bethany at Northwest Sydney Spirit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Opportunity for Sydney Uni. Ebony McHugh defends strongly for Sydney Olympic. Uni with the throw-in. Getting a little chillier here in Camperdown at Sydney University football ground, but nothing too unbearable. Especially with the amazing grandstand here. Possibly the best I've seen in NPL New South Wales. Excellent cross. Punched away by Annalie Grove. Sydney Uni with the throw-in, and Sydney Olympic will make another substitution. Coming onto the field is number 24, Natalia Giannakos. Giannakos replaces number 23, Chloe Gordon, who stood strong at the back for her team tonight.
Substitution for Olympic coming onto the field, number 24, Natalia Giannakos. And coming from the field and replacing number 23, Chloe Gordon.
Slide tackle there from Olympic to get rid of it from the danger area. Ball with Olivia Liziak for Olympic. Borromeo couldn't get to it. Kicked out by Uni. Simpson. So that'll be a foul going the way of Sydney Olympic. Yeah, Tim goes to the right. Blocked by Sydney Uni. Goes out Olympic with the throw-in. It's a great cross from Olympic. It goes out. Thank you to my assistant in the crowd. I have been told that number 6 is Marley Stanton. Hannah Callahan with the goal kick. Stood strong in goals tonight, taking over from usual first choice keeper Sophia Fanti. Doing very well under pressure. Amelia Feeney taking the set piece for Sydney University. Capitanellis. Price. Liziak, Borromeo, Sydney Olympic now. Megan Simpson is there to get it back for Sydney Uni.
Come on, Uni.
Olympic with possession once again. Yeah, Tim. Bowman. Price is there, but so is Amelia Feeney in defence for Sydney Uni. Saving Hannah Callahan from touching it. Sydney Uni with the free kick. To the 80th minute. Sydney University still have the lead 1-0 against Sydney Olympic. It will be a big win for them if they can hold out for another 10 minutes. Ebony McCushaw. Strike, but it was called offside. Jaya Bowman for Sydney Olympic has joined from Canberra United. Defensive midfield. I think that was her first season in the A-League, so we congratulate her on that achievement. The year before, she won NPL Canberra Women's Player of the Year award. So she might be a player to watch. Ironically, I think that was for Canberra Olympics. Maybe she wanted to keep the theme going, joining for Sydney Olympic in NPL New South Wales Women's this season. Sydney Uni now. Straight into the defence of Olympic. Amelia Feeney takes it back temporarily for Uni. Ebony McHugh at the back for Olympic. Feeney turns once again. Tries to find Capitanellis. Olivia Liziak does well for Olympic to defend that. Sydney University throw-in. Capitanellis with the throw-in. Poppy Tay's there. Tay still going. She's able to get a touch to it. Still alive for Sydney University. And there's a call for handball. Jaya Bowman to Borromeo. Sydney Olympic. Turnover possession for Uni to get it back. Olympic retrieve. Natalia Giannakos. Bowman goes back to Grove. Sydney University with an excellent break down the left. Still in possession. Opportunity for Sydney Uni. No one there. An attack to finish it. Lisa Wynnum. Simpson. Olivia Liziak. Poppy Tay. Jennifer Koukouris. Olympic now. On the counter. Some great work there by Itim. Wynnum goes back to Bowman. She switches to the right. Sydney Uni player just, I think, pushed off the ball. Sydney University will be making a double substitution. Coming onto the field is number 32, Xanthi Urich, and number 22, Kiara Benora. Fresh legs. Close out the final 5 minutes of this match.
Substitutions for Uni.
Sydney University, down the left.
32, Xanthi Jurek, and also number 22, Kiara Benora. Coming from the field, Charlotte Hogan.
Olympic, down the right, stopped by Uni. Poppy Tay, I think was able to get a touch to it. Emily Grove, huge kick and a high one, headed by Simpson. Sydney Uni called offside. Olympic keeper Annalie Grove pushing the ball as high as she can. Finds Saria Tim. Tim again after some excellent defending by Sydney Uni. Lisa Wynnum. Again, Sydney University really holding strong in their defensive line. Poppy Tay chasing for Sydney Uni. She's brought down. The referee is producing a yellow card there. So a free kick for Sydney Uni. An opportunity to push their players up into the penalty area. Free kick taken by Annalie Grove. Olivia Ziak down the left for Olympic. Sydney Uni get it back. Miss-kicked by McHugh Shaw for Olympic. Olympic gets the throw-in. Simpson. Jenny Hill. Now back with Maya Fernandez and Bowman for Olympic. Great ball through down the right from Bowman. Attempted cross in the middle. And it's gone over. So we've hit the 90-minute mark in this match. Now, going into stoppage time, and I can't imagine that there would be too much of that. Thankfully, no big injuries here this evening. Hannah Callahan, headed by Simpson. So Olympic with the throw-in. Ziak finds McHugh Shaw. Fernandez. And Olivia Price is fouled. So Olympic with a free kick. Opportunity here for an equaliser. And it's captain, A-League's player Alyssa Wynnum to take it. Not on target. Hannah Callahan rocking the Hayley Razzo ribbon. Very stylish, as is Poppy Tay for Sydney University. We like the ribbons. Jennifer Kokoris. Olivia Lisiak has lost a shin pad. Some frustrations building. Olivia Lisiak. She put her shin pad back on. Takes the free kick. Goes to Bowman. Poppy Tay's there to pressure the Olympic defence. Sydney University on a run down the left. Excellent place ball. And what a strike! Sydney University go ahead in stoppage time, 2-0. Just getting confirmation of the goal scorer. I think that it may be Jenny Hill once again. Even the crowd are a little uncertain. It was Jenny Hill, so she scored a brace for Sydney University.
Jenny Hill.
The lady of the moment here at Sydney University Football Ground. Quick throw in for Olympic. Olivia Lisiak. Big clearance by Simpson. Hands it over to Borromeo. Now with Alyssa Wynnum. Sydney University with possession. Throw into Olympic. Jenny Hill setting up Poppy Tay. And it is full time here at Sydney University Football Ground, where you can hear the crowd going wild, as they should. Sydney University has ended the 5-game victorious streak of Sydney Olympic, courtesy of a Jenny Hill brace in the 11th and 90th minute. Very even match. Sydney University, 11 shots at goal. Sydney Olympic, 10 shots on target, 6 apiece. So the game was closer than the scoreline suggests, but Sydney University prevail as victors here this evening, 2-0. I'm Melissa Muscat. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week for NPL New South Wales Women's. Have a good night.